Okay, so the setup is, as we're doing the show,
Yeah.
I'm going to randomly interrupt you, or I might not. I don't know. It's going to be random times. I'm going to hit you with this quiz. It's a nostalgia quiz. So whatever you're doing at that time, I interrupt. You got to stop what you're doing.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm down with that. Yeah.
All right. Bet.
So to touch on, I want to talk about this while we're doing this. So last week you did the music quiz.
Yeah, how horrible was that?
I liked it, man. But I want to ask you, what did you think of the performance at the Super Bowl?
Hey, and I lost that bet that I fucking made up. The prop bet that over 3 performers were going to wear all black. Only Dr. Dre, Eminem, and Kendrick Lamar wore all black. And then Mary J, of course,
wore all white. She was in a J-Lo like outfit. Like I imagine J-Lo wearing something like that. And then I didn't even realize Anderson .Paak was on drums. You didn't
realize it? That old smiling ass motherfucker. I love him.
Yeah.
He's just like
Yeah. I didn't realize that. But then Kendrick Lamar, if anybody didn't catch that was the Golden Lords from Meteor Man.
Oh my God. I wish Aaron was here because that shit was so funny when you brought it up because I was literally typing in my phone, oh my God, Meteor Man, and then you beat me. God damn it. Fucking John.
Yeah. So those are the Golden Lords. I was like, well, they're doing well. They're flourishing. So that's good.
John, what did you think about the commercials, man? I don't know. I don't usually pay attention to the Super Bowl commercials, but this year I did because I wanted to watch the halftime show.
Yes.
And I thought they were pretty good, man.
I did. You know, it's funny because each year the commercials are trying to make a point. Like the year before last, I'm trying to remember.
Question number 1.
All right.
What was the animal associated with Dunkaroos? The cat,
kangaroo,
the dog, the hedgehog, or the kangaroo?
I want to say the kangaroo.
All right. Kangaroo.
Yeah.
You are right, sir.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, that was... What was his name? Do you remember?
No, it doesn't fucking say.
Has the hedgehog ever been a mascot of anything other than Sega?
I don't think so.
I'm wondering.
The hedgehog. It's not... I don't know. You would think it'd be a hedgehog-like football team.
Yeah.
Or like more because I don't know. It's associated with speed, so like a track and field team, like called the Hedgehogs.
Yeah, that always because there's fables of the hedgehog racing the hare, so you would think that the hedgehog would be something that would come up in some sort of sporting event.
Right. What was your favorite Super Bowl commercial?
My favorite was the one that had Jim Carrey in it.
Oh, Cable
Guy.
Yeah,
Cable Guy commercial was good. But my other favorite was the one, and people hated it, but I only liked it for the nostalgia purposes, the Metaverse commercial with the...
Why did people hate it?
Well, because they felt like the Metaverse was trying to push something that didn't really happen. So I was listening to article on Snapchat or whatever, and they were talking about how the Metaverse commercial fell over. That's the commercial with the dog and all the animatronics that were singing "Don't You Forget About Me."
Yeah,
you remember that one?
Yeah.
So what they were talking about was how they're trying to make the Metaverse seem like it's going to be this wonderful place, but it's really just going to be all corporations in there. And yeah, so it was really not a good commercial. It wasn't universally a hit. I just liked it because of the animatronics, because we talked about that before, and I love that aspect of the animatronics getting back together at the end. So
you want to know something weird? We did an animatronic show, the Showbiz show, last summer, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that episode, but I didn't think it was going to get as much like listenership, and That's like our second highest rated episode.
Yeah. And I'm glad, because it just lets me know that other people remember the fun times at these little pizza arcade restaurants. And it's just, I don't know, man. It's something about that.
It translated more than I thought. Question number 2. What does VHS stand for? Video Hydro Screen, Video Home System, Vertical Holographic Synthesizer, or is it Video Home Slate?
Video Home System.
Video Home System. You are correct, sir. Whoa!
Sweet.
Whoa!
Yes.
I have not, for the viewers, oh my Jesus. For the audience, I haven't taken this test myself, so these questions are new to me too. But
yeah.
So we were talking during the Super Bowl, and Aaron was like in the crossfire because Aaron is really not a sports guy. I mean, he enjoys sports, but I would have paid to see his reaction to our like text messages, because I know that shit annoyed the hell out of him. It was hilarious.
Yeah, it was funny. So for everybody who's listening, we were giving each other shit because Don was going for the Bengals and I was going for the Rams, because I am in California. I'm a Detroiter, but I live in California, and I was rooting for Stafford. I wanted to see him get one. But we are also in agreement that a lot of the woes that the Lions had were on Stafford as well. Like, Stafford brought a lot of the woes to the team as well. He wasn't unflappable. Like, he had some issues there too. So this narrative that, oh, he had it so bad in Detroit is not the narrative that people should be going with.
And you know what, John? That's what it was. Honestly, it wasn't against Stafford. It was really about the people of Detroit, the so-called Lions fans, saying that, hey, if Stafford wins, that means we won. That's what that's why I picked the Bengals. It's like, as much as I love Joe Burrow, it was like, you know what? Fuck those guys. I want Joe Burrow to win, because no, the Lions are terrible. They should be ashamed of themselves. Yeah. And I wasn't going for the Bengals to go against the city of Detroit. I was going against the franchise of the Detroit Lions.
Yes.
Question number 4. What was the name of the handheld digital pet that was popular in the 90s? Tamagotchi, Tuberochi, Yamagotchi, or Pokemon?
Tamagotchi.
Of course you would know this. Of course you are correct.
Yeah.
But Peacemaker, that's my shit, man. You've been watching that? So
Peacemaker won me over.
What was the episode? What was the first episode?
The first episode. So
yeah,
I thought he was a bit over the top in the movie, because we talked about the film The Suicide Squad.
Spoiler alert, I thought he was dead. I thought he was gone.
I thought he was gone too, but at the end, there is a piece where he's in the hospital being healed up, and they say Peacemaker will be back or something like that. Mm-hmm. Movies are doing that nowadays, where they let you know, oh, this character will return. So,
which I normally don't like.
Yeah, it should be left up to a what if.
Because is what if, and it's not only that, John, but to me, like, it gets rid of the stakes. Like, if a character dies, it's like, wow, that had an impact on the storyline. But if they keep coming back, it's like, well, damn. I know it's a comic book story, but geez, man, somebody has to die.
Somebody does have to die, and I think that bringing him back for the series was good. I think this was a good choice.
Yes, it was,
for this particular series. I do like it. There's no heavy romance in it or anything of that nature. He's just trying to figure himself out, because if you haven't watched the series, I'm not going to ruin it for you, but there's a lot of underlying stories that go on in there, and they're all relatively clean, linear stories. They're not like running into each other. They're all very crisp and to the point. Like, okay, this happened to this character, it's intertwined with this, but you don't lose the general gist of what's going on. So I will say that, what was his name? Gunn?
John Cena? Or James Gunn?
James Gunn knows how to write really well and direct. So I enjoy watching Peacemaker, and I will watch the season finale tonight, and we can talk about that later. But I wanted to ask you too, since we're talking about people who have died and come back and these stories with multiple endings and so on and so forth, what did you think of Doctor Strange's trailer?
I told you, as much as I pretend that I'm a nerd on this show, I'm really not. So a lot of that trailer went way over my head. Like,
okay, all right, yeah.
So do you care to explain some of that?
So
question number 5. What was the name of the popular line of scary books written by R.L. Stein? Okay, this is an easy one. But for anybody listening, let's go ahead and do it. Was the name of the books called Shivers, Goosebumps, Folk Words, Haunting Tales?
Goosebumps.
Ding, 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 ding. So, Doctor Strange in an alternate universe. So, the events... Let me back up. The events of Homecoming. Not Homecoming.
No Way Home.
No Way Home. The events of No Way Home causes a rift in the multiverse, which basically draws in all of these characters from other universes to now the MCU universe, right? Am I getting that?
Yes. So what it looks like is Doctor Strange has been... His actions are catching up to him. So what he did in No Way Home and what he did in his movie affected, but in the process of paying for that, he has to deal with different characters coming back. Baron Mordo, who's played by, I'm going to butcher his name, Cheetah, I forget his name, but the guy, the black guy who was in the first one.
What's his name?
I can't say it. I'll butcher it. But the black guy who was in the first one, he's come back.
Oh, black guy. Yes.
Yeah, the black guy. The black guy. So he's back.
He was in American Gangster with Denzel Washington. He played his brother.
He was, and he was also in Kinky Boots. He was in that movie too.
Oh, shit.
So
and the Oscars are coming up. Did you see any? I know I'm switching gears here. Yeah. Have you seen most of the films that are nominated? Is it the Oscars or the Academy Award?
I think it might be.
It's the Oscars.
They're the same, right? Ain't the Oscars and the Academy the same?
Don't think so. It's
the Oscar is the name of.
I want because look, you be like, yo, I want an Academy Award, and then you be like, no, I want an Oscar. No, it's two different things.
Yeah, is it? I don't remember.
I think so.
All right, hold on. Let me see. Are the Oscars?
Yeah, look it up.
And so the Academy Awards, popularly known as the Oscars.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
I wonder if everybody knew that. Number 6, question number 6. Where does the game Pog get its name from? Again, the question is, where does the game Pog get its name from? Is it an ancient game played by sailors? Pancake oval game, a Mexican word meaning fun, a type of juice? I have no fucking idea. I'm not gonna lie.
Don't know about that one, but I'm gonna go with the acronym, the pancake oval game.
Okay, let's see. Oh, you are incorrect, sir.
Oh,
the answer is a type of juice. Again, a type of juice.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Is it?
Yeah, that's why would they name it after a juice?
People love juice, John.
Yeah, people love juice. So
the Academy is the Oscars? I didn't fucking know that.
I never paid attention to it, but I haven't seen any other movie. Is that like was Licorice
You're 5
Pizza
out of 6 by the way.
Oh, okay. Was Licorice Pizza nominated? Wasn't that one of the movies that was okay?
With Bradley Cooper?
Yeah. So Licorice Pizza is one that I haven't seen, but I've heard about. What's the other ones that most of them are, you can stream them now, I think, right?
Yeah, you can. You want to look up the list real quick?
Yeah, let me look up the list.
While you're doing that, a lot of let's get back to my prop bets, because that's what I'm interested in. So I bet on the Bengals, I lost. I bet on the prop bet that the fucking Super Bowl halftime performers, at least 4 of them, will wear all black. I lost on that. What was the other fucking thing? I think that was it.
Okay. So I bet two of my buddies, because they were going against Stafford for the sake of going against Stafford.
Oh, so they're the same. Yeah, so they did the same thing.
Yeah, so I said I bet them $20 a piece if that Stafford would win. And I ended up getting $40, so I did do that.
And to the audience, it was Staffman's birthday on fucking Super Bowl day on Super Sunday, man. Did you do anything special?
You know what, man? I went to the aquarium and I went to...
Question number 7. What robot pet starts out speaking a unique language, but eventually speaks English? Again, the question is, what robot pet starts out speaking a unique language, but eventually speaks English? Gloopy? The fuck is a gloopy? Fuzzy Wumpot? Chirby? Or is it Furby?
Furby.
You are correct. What did you do again?
I went to the aquarium and I went to Red Robin.
Ooh, Red Robin. I didn't know they had Red Robins in California, but I know it's a franchise. But I figured
I went to Red Robin.
Because do you guys have Jack in the Box in California?
We do. Yeah,
that's
Jack in the Box.
Man.
Yep. So Best Picture: Belfast, Coda, Don't Look Up, Drive My Car, Dune, King Richard, Licorice Pizza, Nightmare Alley, The Power of the Dog, and West Side Story.
How many of those films have you seen? I've seen 3.
I haven't seen any, to be honest.
Oh, damn.
King Richard, I should have watched King Richard. I've been meaning to do it. I didn't watch
Who's in that, you know?
That's Will Smith, the father of Venus.
That?
You didn't care too much for it?
No, I didn't see it. I'm kidding.
Okay.
I didn't think that was going to be nominated.
I was going to watch Nightmare Alley this weekend.
Bradley Cooper. Yeah, I want to see that.
Yeah.
You know who was originally supposed to be in the leading role?
Who?
It was supposed to be Leonardo DiCaprio, but...
Really? But he did Don't Look Up.
Yeah, and I think he got into it with the director, and I think Bradley Cooper was like the second choice, so he got it. And I think he made a comment like, "Damn, man, so I'm only getting roles that DiCaprio like turns down." Well, yeah, he's DiCaprio. And I finally saw Wolf of Wall Street. Finally.
That's a good movie.
Movie. Now I like all the references I've heard throughout the years is like, oh, so that's from that movie.
You know what was good about that movie? Kyle Chandler. I really enjoyed his character.
Which one was that?
Kyle Chandler is the agent who's going up against Jordan Belfort.
He's good.
When they're on the boat and he's like, "Can you say what you just said just like that one more time?" He's like, "I don't know what you're talking about." "Oh, I think you do."
No, I've seen him in other stuff, but that's the best role I've ever seen him in. Because he had me going.
Yeah, when he was like, "The hero I'm going to be when the Bureau repossesses this fucking boat."
And at the end, spoiler alert, he's like on the fucking train station. I'm like, God damn. Like, I'm just a broke ass agent. And I feel like that was beautiful filmmaking because I feel like you didn't have to even say anything. I think we all know that in this guy's mind, he was probably thinking like, yeah, I probably should have took the money. But
yeah.
Question 8. Where was the popular place to put your sweater when you were wearing it? I'm assuming this is like a 90s question. Well, they're all kind of hard. Tie the sweater around one knee. Drape it around your shoulders. Tie it around your waist. Tie it around your head.
That's a good question. But wouldn't that depend on gender? Because if it was female, it would be around the waist, and male around the shoulders.
Ooh, so we're hitting a snag in this. The quiz
I'm going to say around the shoulders.
Around the shoulder? The quiz didn't account for self-identification. Tie it around your shoulder. Drape it around your shoulders. You would be wrong.
Oh.
And see, I would have chosen the correct answer. It would have been tied around your waist.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I was thinking, because I was never that kind. Like, I've always seen it like draped over the shoulder.
Yeah, like Carlton Banks.
Like Carlton, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. So here's the best directors. Kenneth Branagh for Belfast, Ryusuke Hamaguchi for Drive My Car, Paul Thomas Anderson, Licorice Pizza, Jane Campion, Power of the Dog. Steven Spielberg for West Side Story. Oh, Best Actor. Javier Bardem, Being the Ricardos. Benedict Cumberbatch, Power of the Dog. Andrew Garfield, Tick, Tick, Boom. Will Smith for King Richard. And Denzel Washington for The Tragedy of Macbeth.
Wait, Will Smith directed?
No, this Best Actor.
Oh, jeez, I didn't hear you.
Best Actor. And then Best Actress is Jessica Chastain for The Eyes of Tammy Faye. Olivia Colman for Lost Daughter. Penelope Cruz for Parallel Mothers. Nicole Kidman for Being the Ricardos. Kirsten Stewart for Spencer. I'm going to tell you right now, and I'll put money on this. I think it's going to be between Stewart and Kidman.
Why? Because of name recognition, or because you've seen these films and you're like, oh, these are great films?
They had some really good reviews. So, I mean, Spencer was about, Princess Diana.
Why is it called Spencer, by the way?
That was her maiden name. Diana Spencer.
Yeah, they're being a little too cute. Just call her fucking Diana. Yeah. What are we doing here?
And then Being the Ricardos, that was about Lucy. So I think Nicole Kidman might end up getting that.
She looks great, by the way. Isn't she?
She does. She doesn't age. All right. So Best Supporting Actor, Karen Hines, Belfast. You would know him. He actually played Steppenwolf in Justice League.
How would I know him? He's all covered up in makeup. I didn't.
Oh, well, you would know him as did you ever watch Game of Thrones?
Come on now.
He was the first king of the North. He was the king of the North.
Oh, the kind of short, pudgy guy.
The older dude that Jon Snow went to go see that was living with the free folk up north. He used to be a part of the Night Watch, but he was the...
he wasn't the king of the North. He was...
King of the Free Folk.
The King of the Free Folk. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's him.
No shit.
Troy Koester for Coda. Jesse Plemons for Power of the Dog. J.K. Simmons for Being the Ricardos. Cody Smith McGee for Power of the Dog. Best Supporting Actress, Jessie Buckley, The Lost Daughter. Ariana DeBose, West Side Story. Judi Dench, Belfast. Kirsten Dunst. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Kirsten Dunst? She's been on TV shows lately.
I haven't seen anything with her in it. I'm not saying she hasn't been acting. I just haven't seen it.
She had a HBO show that looked pretty good. My wife was watching that. Question number 9. Which of the following is not part of the toy Bop It? Famous 90s toy, I believe, and I don't know if you played it. Okay, so which of the following is not part of the toy Bop It? Push it, pull it, twist it, flick it.
Flick it.
You are wrong, sir.
Damn.
I picked that one too. I picked that one too. All right, so that's what's that? 7 out of 9. It's push it. Push it.
Push it. Oh, okay. Push it real good.
I thought that was part of it. I thought push it was part of it.
I thought it was. You know what? It's not push it because it's bop it. That's why I'm thinking of push it. The part where you hit is bop. It's not called push. That's why I got that one wrong.
It says Bop It was another incredibly popular toy during the 90s. You're probably all familiar with the commercials. That is, if you grew up during that time. Blop, 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 blop. But which one? So mystery, what was it? Mystery pizza? Kinky pizza? I don't fucking know.
Kinky Boots was...
Kinky Boots. Yeah, I want to watch that. I want to watch that.
Kinky Boots is about a shoemaker in London who is unable to keep up with what's going on. So he teams up with this drag queen who's played by the black guy from Doctor Strange, who we just talked about. He teams up with him. He's a drag queen, and they make boots for drag queens, for men who... And they're called kinky boots. So they make these boots that are reinforced because, drag queens, they can't find shoes that fit right because the heels would always break. So they make these boots for them. So it's a comedy about this straight lace shoe company having to make these boots and start producing them. So Lola is the name of the character.
Speaking of drag queens, did you know that Medea, the character in the movies, have made over $600 million worldwide?
I believe that. And I was...
Shit.
I thought that he retired that character.
He's bringing him back.
Netflix offered that check. They were like, "Hey, bring Medea back," and he was like, "Okay."
And you know what? I've seen Tyler Perry, like him portray different actors.
Yeah,
not actors, different characters. Besides that, he's a decent actor.
He is. Yes. I don't know why he has to lean on that. Yeah,
it's making him money.
I liked him as Baxter Stockman in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: Out of the Shadows. I liked him as he was. I mean, it's not. No.
He was like I said, anything but Medea. I actually like him in like
Gone Girl. He was good in Gone Girl. He was
Gone Girl. The last movie that's actually nominated for Oscar, Don't Look Up. He was in that. I don't know if you've seen it. He's really good in that.
Yeah, so I get you, man. I don't know why. It's
$600 million.
Yeah.
If I paid you $600 million, would you dress up like a woman and make jokes?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about that. Man. I do.
And I've heard a lot of black actors make comments on it, and you know, some of it kind of borders on jealousy and hate.
Yeah.
But a lot of it kind of rings true. And I think I heard one person say, like, I can't remember who it was. They were like, I kind of wish that instead of, after Medea got big outside of because it started out.
This place.
It was a play. Yeah.
Yep.
Outside, like when it got to the movies, they said, I wish he would have put a female black actress in that role.
Yeah.
And empowered that character that way, because
I could see that.
Yeah, because it's not like it's the case of a man identifying as a woman. It's not that.
It's him. It's supposed to be a whole different character. Like, they're not in drag. It's just a woman. And I think about
namely a black woman.
Yeah, a black woman. So I think about what's that? Boondocks. Mm-hmm. Did a whole episode on that, and he's just like, just be gay, And
there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that, and it was an interesting episode for real. I thought that was funny, but I like when he plays Joe. I do like when he plays Uncle Joe. It cracks me up, dude. Yeah. So,
anybody but that character, it really bugs me.
Yeah.
Question number 10. What was the slogan of Super Soakers? More water pressure, water is better, blast them with water, soak them all. And by the way, a black man invented Super Soakers.
Yep.
For Black History Month. There you go.
I thought it was wetter is better. I thought that's what it was.
Is that your final answer, sir?
Was that one of the answers on there? Wetter is better?
Water is better.
No, it's not water is better.
So let me go through the answers again. More water pressure. Water is better. Blast them with water. Soak them all.
Soak them all.
You are incorrect, sir.
Damn.
Oh, I wonder how many people listening, if they're getting better results. But the answer is water is better. You should have went with your first instinct.
I thought the commercial. I remember the one with the drill sergeant, and he was like, "Wetter is better." So it wasn't water. I thought it was wetter is better.
Maybe you just heard him say it. Like you heard it.
Water is better. I gotta look and see, man. That one's gonna fucking irk me.
So is this officially phase 5 with the MCU universe?
It is phase.
It's got to be 5, right?
Nah.
The inventor of the Super Soaker, his name was Lonnie Johnson, a black man. You know that toy generated over $1 billion in sales?
I believe it. Does he get any of the royalties or anything because it's still going on?
Oh, you're asking too much from the research department. I'm going to say no.
All right.
Just being cynical. How about that? You know, the inventor of the guitar was a black man too.
Really? Now,
I don't know. I'm just making it up. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
I think of the modern guitar. And by the way, they're coming out with a Elvis biopic.
My wife wants to go see that.
Really?
Because she's a huge Elvis fan. And Tom Hanks.
Get out of here.
That
Really?
Did you see Tom Hanks in the movie?
Look at all fat. Yeah.
Yeah. He plays the Colonel. Like his promoter.
Yeah.
She was like, he nailed that part. Look, she said he nailed that part and look, because she's an Elvis historian. She knows all about it.
We need to get her on the show. I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, she loves Elvis, man. So
like I do with, like I said with the last episode, if anybody listened to it, I mean, I was a huge Tupac fan. That was when he died. It was like John Lennon dying for me when I was 12 or 13 years old. So. Yeah. Elvis for her was like...
Elvis is everything for her, man.
Really?
We've had to stop at statues. If we pass cross country, we've had to stop there and pay homage.
That's interesting.
She loves Elvis.
Why Elvis? Out of all of them?
The way his smile and his hips, that's her thing.
Really?
Yeah, the way he gyrates is what got her going. So I don't
know.
Elvis. I know.
The guy that stole from black art. No, I'm not going to
let's
Black History Month. Black History Month. I'm not going to go there.
He did to that. He went to that part of town to buy his clothes. And, I will say this. One of the stories that always fascinated me with him was a black woman was walking past his car. And he was like, "You like that car?" And she was like, "Yeah." And he paid cash money and bought her that same vehicle. So, Chuck Berry was mad at Elvis because he's like, he stole everything from me.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I hope they tell the truth in this movie, which I know they won't. How he stole, how he copied, how he bridged the gap from black R&B and blues artists or even rock and roll artists, and how he took it to white mainstream, and how as far as I remember, the Colonel was like, "Yeah, I saw that guy gyrating on stage, and I thought, he using these black man moves. I'm gonna basically put him into the white audience to sell." I want them to tell the truth. I want them. They're not gonna do it.
I want to see. I don't really know the whole biography, but Edith could tell you. She knows everything about.
I know a little bit. Yeah, I know how he was hating on the Beatles when they finally came to America.
I know that. Now that was something. The British invasion.
Yeah.
When they came over here. If you've ever watched the videos, the women be crying like they made it here and we standing in line and we couldn't even go inside to see them.
Do you know a little bit of the story of that? I only know a little bit of it.
No, I don't know anything of the story of the Beatles, no.
Question 12. What was the cool way to wear your overalls in the 90s? Was it backwards? With one strap hanging down? With both legs rolled up? With both straps hanging down?
One strap hanging down.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
John, what are you? 3 out of... No, not 3 out of...
No, I should be more than that now.
You should be 9 out of 12, maybe?
Yeah.
Let's see. One strap hanging down. You are correct, sir.
Yes. Yeah.
I remember
that.
Yeah. I would have picked... Because I haven't really revealed what I would have picked. I probably would have did both straps hanging down, but...
Yeah.
And that's why I was wrong. Aside from hairstyles, there was a lot of strange and unique fashion trends that started to emerge in the 90s. Overalls were huge back in the day. Everyone was wearing this things, and that's probably surprising to many kids today.
Yeah, we're in phase 4, by the way.
Oh, it's phase 4?
Yeah, 2021 to 2023 is phase 4, and Kevin Feige came out and said that Avengers are over. There's no more Avengers. So he said we've reached
not even new Avengers?
No. He said Avengers are done. He said we've already after the 10-year anniversary, he was like, Avengers are over. It's time for something else. So I don't know if they're going to do West Coast Avengers or... I'm curious because Patrick Stewart is in the trailer for Doctor Strange.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, he's speaking in there. He's speaking. Like, perhaps we should tell him the truth. That's Professor X talking to Doctor Strange.
No shit.
Yes, dude. Yes.
That's how they're gonna do it. That's how they're gonna bring it. Holy! I saw a screenshot of his face, and I'm like, okay, that'd be cool if they did that. But I didn't know his actual voice was in it.
Yeah, so
Holy
it's
shit.
the part when those Ultron robots are escorting Strange up the stairs, and he's standing in front of that council. That council is the Illuminati, which is made up of Superior Tony Stark, played by Tom Cruise.
Jesus.
It's supposed to be T'Challa, but this could be an alternate version of T'Challa since, Chadwick Boseman passed.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be Namor and Professor X and Reed Richards. And it could be Reed Richards, played by John Krasinski, Jim from The Office.
Oh, wow.
It could be.
Wow.
So it would be this multiverse version of the Illuminati with Professor X saying, hey, we need to tell him the truth. And the truth could be that, hey, you've opened the gap for mutants to come to your world now. So,
fuck yeah. Whoa.
Yeah. I thought you would like that.
Oh my God. Does Hugh Jackman return?
I don't know.
Is it going to be a new X-Men cast? I hope.
Yeah.
Outside of Hugh Jackman.
I hope so. I would say, what's the dude's name? Eastwood's son. Scott Eastwood.
Yeah. That's a good choice.
Clint Eastwood's son.
Yeah.
I could see him playing Wolverine. They need to get him now. So they need to get him now. So I would say that, but who would you get? Who would be your Storm right now? Ooh. Who's hot enough to play Storm?
Ooh.
Like actress, I mean, hot as in they're popular right now.
Oh, I don't know if you want to retread because technically
Zoe.
Yeah, exactly.
Zoe.
That's in the Batman movies.
Yeah.
The new one. Which,
yeah.
Which
I think Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah. Speaking of Batman, the more I see previews, the more I'm kind of leaning towards what Aaron said a few episodes ago. Like,
it's not going to be good.
I want it to be good so bad.
I have a friend here who's like, we're going.
Oh, I'm going too.
Yeah. He's like, we're going. He was like, there's no question about it. We're going. I'm like, dude, I'm having a hard time sitting through a 3-hour fucking movie. I don't know if I can do it. And then,
we did it with the Snyder movie, but we were at home.
Yeah. And then the other side of it too is they're like, it's a horror movie. Ooh. So I'm like, fuck, man, I don't know. I can't stand horror, and I don't know if I can sit through a 3-hour one.
Batman translates to horror.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but this one is supposed to be like, because the Riddler is supposed to be more like the Zodiac killer. So it's going to be. I'm excited.
It's going to be like Seven.
Yeah.
The movie Seven.
Now that would be good. That would be good. If
it looked like that to me, John.
Yeah.
Question 14: what type of hat was most in style during the 90s? Fedoras, baseball caps, berets, bucket hat. I know what my answer is.
I'm going to say bucket hats.
You are correct, sir.
Yes.
You are correct.
Yeah.
Headwear was another area where fashion trends followed a unique direction in the 90s. Mm-hmm. There was one type of hat outshone all others, and that was the bucket hat.
Yes.
Which is weird. I never had a damn bucket hat.
Yeah, I wore one when I would grill with my dad. That was it.
Any pictures of that?
No, I don't have any pictures of that. Like the fish, we would go, the fishing cap. If I had a WWE one or WWF bucket hat that my dad bought me.
No shit.
That pinned up on the side so it looked like one of those Australian caps.
Oh, yeah.
So I would wear that when we would grill on the weekends because he was teaching me how to grill.
So there's not going to be another Avengers movie, but there's going to be another Guardians of the Galaxy movie?
Yeah, but they're not tied to the Avengers, though.
Right.
And this one is going to be the last one. Gunn has come out and said this is it. So after this one, there's not going to be any more. So which leads me to wonder, is Thor with them in this? Because Thor left with them at the end of...
He sure did.
So is Thor with them? Is he like off doing something else? Because, there's going to be Thor: Love and Thunder coming out with Natalie Portman supposedly playing Lady Thor or something like that. And there's a lot of you got to watch Doctor Strange trailer because a lot of the stuff from What If is in this movie.
And you know what's so funny about that What If series on Disney Plus? When it came out, I honestly at first thought it was like a throwaway series. Like, oh, we're just trying to like capitalize on the success of the Marvel thing. But I didn't think it was going to connect to what we were going to see in the cinematic universe. But I give Disney at least credit on that. Like anything they put out
was here.
I know
Aaron was here. He'd be like, "It's an evil corporation. It's all
okay." Well, the Marvel division deserves a lot of credit because anything they put out is not like a throwaway.
And you're right. That's what makes Marvel so good for me. Any little bit of content that they give to the audience leads to something else, and it's not just garbage. Like, hey, we've talked about it. We're not crazy about. I think we were all in agreement. We weren't crazy about the Eternals. We weren't.
No,
but the ending did leave something to be desired. Okay, there's what's going to happen when the bigger fish come to cause havoc. Like after I forget what the name of what were they called? I forget what they're called. But anyway, they pretty much they created the Eternals, but the one guy took 3 of the Eternals to say, we're going to look at your memories to see if humans are worth saving. So
it's not the Celestials, right? It's not the Celestials.
Celestials.
It is the Celestials.
I think this. Okay. Yeah, I think it's called the Celestial. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with that.
Question 14. In Powerpuff Girls, the girls were created using sugar, spice, everything nice, and what's the 4th ingredient? Kryptonite, human growth hormone, steroids, or Chemical X?
Chemical X.
Yeah, I never really watched this show.
I did.
It is Chemical X. Was it overrated or underrated?
It was good, man. It was early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s. It was an underrated cartoon.
Shit, I'm trying to think. What was the most underrated?
Dexter's Lab. I have to say that off the top of my head.
I never got into that either. I didn't get cable until my sophomore year of high school.
Dexter's Lab and Johnny Bravo will probably be 2 of the ones that I would say were the most underrated.
I like Transformers Beast Wars. I thought that was fucking underrated. It was
Beast, and they're bringing out a movie, Age of Beast. Transformers.
God, is this Michael Bay?
Yeah, man.
Dog. Hey, is he gonna bring back what's the favorite your favorite characters?
Mud Flaps.
Yeah, they're gonna bring him back.
No, I don't think so. So I'm gonna tell you real quick what's coming out. So Transformers: Rise of the Beast, which is gonna introduce Optimus Primal, and can you guess who he's gonna be voiced by?
I don't know. I want to say. Not the dude that does Darth Vader's voice, right?
No, not James Earl Jones. No,
yeah.
Ron Perlman.
Yes, I heard that. And speaking of him, I heard they were going to do another. What's his famous character?
Oh, Hellboy.
I heard he was going to do another Hellboy.
Yeah, he said he's 71.
He's old,
he's willing to do it because they need to do it. So let me tell you the Maximals. Ron Perlman as Optimus Primal. Yes. They're going to have Rhinox, Air Razor, the Peregrine Falcon, Cheetor, and then they're going to have the Terracons. So that's Scourge, Nightbird, and Battle Trap. Oh, they're not going to have, what was the Rat Trap?
That was my guy. Oh, man.
Yeah.
What grunge singer famously died in the 90s? Dave Grohl, Chad Kroeger, Jim Darko, Kurt Cobain.
Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That was another one that was like my John Lennon. Even though, like your wife, I didn't really live. I mean, I lived through it. I was alive, but I wasn't really aware until our years in college, where it was like, whoa, man, I didn't know he had an impact on rock and roll like that, and that's what got me really into playing rock and roll. That's what got me into playing shows. By the way, I got a show on Saturday, but I'm gonna suck, but that's okay, everybody. No. It's in Hamtramck, New Dodge. If you want to come out, if you're in Michigan, look us up. The band is called Float Here Forever. Anyway, man, Kurt Cobain, Tupac was like the most depressing ass deaths in the Notorious B.I.G.
Did you hear the rumor or what people was hoping for when Dre got on the piano and started playing I Ain't Mad at You? People were thinking it was supposed to be a hologram.
Because they done that before at the Coachella concert. Yeah, I thought so too. I thought that motherfucker was just gonna appear. But people were like, instead we got the upside down 50.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, 50 look a hot fucking. He look like a wombat.
And you want to know something funny? If this was 10 years ago and people like ripping on him like they did, it just would have been funny. But I see that. I saw a lot of people don't body shame 50 Cent. Don't do that.
No.
Damn, man, we're just fucking around.
Yeah.
And do you understand?
50,
go ahead, John.
50 know he got dad weight.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Even though
he can't stand his son, he know he has dad weight. My thing was, he should not have been sitting upside down. He should not have been standing upside down.
Well, you understand that was from his popular video from...
in the club.
In the club, right.
I know it was a reference to that, but I'm like, come on, 50, you didn't need to do that, man. And then whoever
I think he was convinced to do that. Like, come on, man.
He's like, I'm about to get paid. And whoever wrote that Snoop looked like the carpet from Aladdin, they wrong. You wrong for that. You wrong for that.
I die laughing. Oh my God, he does. Snoop is my guy, man. I know I don't know. He's a controversial figure, but
he is. He's got some stuff going on right now, but we'll see what happens, man.
Which of the following was not a flavor of Pepsi that was popular in the 90s? Pepsi Orange, Crystal Pepsi, Pepsi Tropical Chill, Wild Cherry Pepsi.
Pepsi Tropical Chill?
See, I would have picked Pepsi Orange. Let's see. I was right. It was Pepsi Orange.
Fucking Pepsi.
Because I feel like that's a newer one.
Yeah.
I've seen that one. Which fruit-based snack was a popular addition to the 90s lunches? Fruit roll-ups, fruit pull-ups, fruit roll-ups, fruit rolls, fruit packs. You want me to repeat the question?
Yeah.
Because I kind of stumbled.
No.
Which fruit-based snack was a popular addition to 90s lunches? Fruit pull-ups, fruit roll-ups, fruit rolls, fruit packs.
Fruit roll-ups.
Fuck yeah. And you're right. And you did a blog, which is going to get released. Was that included in the blog? Fruit roll-up?
It was. Was. No, Fruit by the Foot is what I talked about.
That's the next question. How long is Fruit by the Foot? 9 feet, 1 foot, 6 inches, 3 feet. Didn't you know this? Didn't you write a blog on this?
I did, but I don't remember how long it was. Say it again.
How long is Fruit by the Foot? 9 feet, 1 foot, 6 inches, or is it 3 feet, sir?
6 inches, I think.
You are incorrect. It was 3 feet. Oh,
3
John.
feet. Damn.
I feel like tripping. The more we go on, John, you just... Honestly, I would have picked 1 foot because it's like, all right, maybe 3. Yeah. Damn, those fucking things are 3 feet. Jesus.
Damn, I am not doing good.
Well, you were at first. I don't know. Yeah. I'll count up your scores, but you were doing like what was it? 8 out of 10 at first, and then I don't know, buddy.
I'm getting my ass beat right now.
Well, you think people listening are doing better than you? I don't know.
I'm sure there's some people out there who are deep in nostalgia who's like, I've been training for this my whole life. So.
And speaking of that, you ever had a chance or a time, John, where, okay, we're both black men.
Yeah.
So a lot of the things that we're into, people aren't really prepared when we actually not only talk about some of these things, and not only talk about some of these things, but talk about it in an intelligent, insightful way. And I had a moment which I thought I was preparing for my whole life, and it finally fucking happened. I love the band Nirvana. Everybody I know knows that I know the band Nirvana. I know the history of Nirvana. But I wear Nirvana shirts, not even really thinking about it anymore. I wear them to work, as just something to work in. One day, I remember I had to get gas at a gas station, and there was like three fucking, white people, three guys just fucking around in front of the gas station, and they saw me walk up, and they saw my shirt, which was a Nirvana shirt, and they were like, name 3 Nirvana songs. And boy, oh my God.
You just let him
oh boy. It was like I've been waiting for you. Yes. Have you ever had a moment? Of course I named like 10. And I gave him like the fuck off face. Like, fuck you.
I had that happen once. So for the audience,
did it feel good?
It did.
Kind of. Yeah, it did.
For the audience, I like blues music.
Mm-hmm.
So I like B.B. King, Freddie King, Albert King.
Mm-hmm.
I like Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody questioned me on Stevie Ray Vaughan. And they were like, what do you know about Stevie Ray Vaughan? You're from Detroit. I'm like, yeah, music transcends where you're from. So we talked about that and kind of got that over. I've had that happen with Daft Punk. People like, you're into techno? I'm like, Daft Punk is the shit.
And Detroit is the birthplace, or one of the birthplaces of fucking techno music. So
yeah,
suck it, people. Which 2 Nintendo systems were released in the 90s? N64 and GameCube, SNES and Nintendo 64, NES and Super Nintendo, or is it N64 and the Wii?
One more time.
Yeah, I kind of stumbled on that. Let's do this again. Which 2 Nintendo systems were released in the 90s? N64 and GameCube, Super Nintendo and N64, Nintendo and Super Nintendo, or is it N64 and the Wii?
In the 90s.
Yeah, in the 90s. I think I have this one. I think I got this one.
I know N64 was in the 90s, but the other one.
You want me to repeat the answers again?
Yeah.
Okay, one more time. Is it N64 and GameCube? Is it Super Nintendo and N64? Is it Nintendo and Super Nintendo? Or is it N64 and the Wii? I think I know this one.
I'm going to say N64 and Super Nintendo.
That's what I would have picked.
Yeah.
And we are fucking correct. Oh my goodness. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
But yeah, man. So you're a huge blues fan. I didn't know that. Didn't you play the harmonica for a while?
I did, man. I played the harmonica for a little bit. I wasn't proficient, but I could follow along. Yeah, I could follow along. The one thing I wish I'm going to do once I get some more downtime, because I'm busy right now, but I want to pick up another instrument. I want to learn the bass or something like that. I would love to learn bass.
Yeah, man. I didn't play bass when I was in my first band for 10 years, and then I'm in this new band, and I picked up bass, man, and it's like, yeah, this is my shit. I think you would love the bass.
Yeah, slap bass, man. I always wanted to do that.
Slapping the bass, man. What is that from? That's Paul Rudd, and what was that fucking movie?
Paul Rudd, and which movie you talking about?
Where he was like slapping the bass, man. He was like the best friend of. God damn, I love that fucking movie. But anyway, I'm stalling. God damn it, I'm trying to get the last fucking question for the quiz. What's that?
Did you like that Lay's commercial with Paul Rudd and
Seth? Well, Rogan? Not Rogan. What's his name?
Seth Rogen. No, Seth. It is Seth Rogen.
It is. Yeah.
Seth Rogen.
When he like at the end, he's like married to that demon.
Yeah. The demon.
He was like, oh, he was like, the minister was like, so do you take this woman to be your wife? He like, yeah, I do. And then he was like, he said it to the demon. He was like, so do you take this man to be your husband? He was like, oh, that's the shit. I like the Cable Guy commercial. I like the Lay's commercial.
Yeah.
I like the Larry David commercial, which maybe because I'm just a Larry David fan.
I love the Larry David commercial.
It was fucking hilarious.
I did. I don't see it.
Yeah, like every invention ever. He was just doubting everything. Like,
What about the Austin Powers commercial?
I love that one too.
That was a good one. Bye, little me.
It almost, man, Mike Myers was like the king. Was he the king of the? Nah, he wasn't the king of the 90s. He was like
he was close.
Mid 90s, early 2000s. Yeah, for sure.
Austin Powers, I don't think is a movie that would translate well right now.
Why not?
I just think because of all the, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's because, how can I put it?
Is it that politically incorrect?
No, well, I don't think it's, yes, I think that might be the case. I think it's because, yeah.
And that was pretty, I mean, back in those days, that was pretty PC to me, as far as like jokes it goes. But
I liked it, man. Well, Fat Bastard would definitely not translate.
Well, the last Beyonce, the one that, let me not go to interrupt the beehive. I don't want to bat the beehive, but it wasn't her. I just thought it was pretty. By then, it was pretty stale. It was like 2006, 2007, something like that. But I'm going to give you the last question of the quiz. Last question of the quiz.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
True or false? PlayStation 1 was the only Sony console to be released in the 90s.
My nose whistled on that one.
I think I know the answer.
True.
Final answer.
No.
No, it could be. Maybe I am wrong.
Sony. Yes, I'm gonna say true.
You're right. Damn, I was wrong. I thought PlayStation 2 came out in the 90s for some reason. That must have came out in like early 2000s. You're right. Damn it. All right, well, last question. What were portable CD players called in the 90s? Your selection is Pancake Tuners, CD Man, Disc Tuners, Discman. You picking Discman?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fucking right. Gosh.
Because I had one, dude. And they were horrible to run with because the CD would skip when you would like have it on you.
Right. Yeah. So let's tally up your fucking scores. I don't fucking know. I lost track. I had to refresh the damn page. Let's just say you did, I don't fucking know. 16 out of 20? I think you did.
Yeah, that's fine. That's reasonable.
It was either 16 out of 20 or 15 out of 20.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So aside from Batman, Strange, is there any movies you're looking forward to coming out?
As far as like the superhero movies, not really. I think it really is. It's so different now with the streaming. It's like I'm looking forward to my shows that I haven't seen in a while. I think Stranger Things finally.
Stranger Things 4 is coming, and I can't wait for that to be over with. Because how far can you go with that? You know, the kids are going to be adults, and they're still going to be going through the same shit. Like I don't want it to become stale. So I want to get over that. Oh, speaking of shows, have you seen Bel Air yet? Have you watched that?
Oh, that's officially out?
Yeah. It came out same day as Super Bowl, I think, or later that day.
Oh, so no wonder they were like really promoting that. I was wondering like, it must be. I thought they were going to bring it out in the summertime. Okay. Is it good?
I haven't watched it. Mm-hmm. I don't even know I know the general thing follows Will's adventures in Bel Air, but I think a lot of it has changed. Like, I don't know who Uncle Phil is now.
Yeah, he all swole and big. I'm like,
Yeah, he's in a fraternity. I know that much. Carlton seems like he's gonna be a pain in the ass. He's not gonna be like Carlton from the other show.
Well, Carlton in the beginning was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, he was. So I don't know what I just have to really watch it and see. I haven't sat down and it hasn't garnered my interest like the original Fresh Prince.
Yeah,
this one hasn't garnered it. It's just like,
well, they went a different route, John. Like, it's not comedy.
I guess I need to right. I need to see what the audience says first. Is it worth watching? Because that's how I was with Stranger Things. I didn't just tune it in just to tune it in. I had to wait, so I had to see that.
I'm gonna get us out of here with this. Thanks everybody for listening.
Yes.
Who participated in the quiz. This is After School Special Podcast. We're just kicking the shit. Aaron's not here, but that's okay. He'll be back
our boy.
At some point with his hot takes and whatever crazy stuff that we talk about. I'm Double D. This is Staff Man.
Yes.
We're out of here. Peace.
Hey guys, it's Aaron. You think you could do me a big fave? Wherever you're listening to this right now, rate and subscribe. Find new episodes where you listen to podcasts and look for us on all the social media sites and Gmail at Afterschoolspecialpodcasts at Gmail, Afterschoolspecialpodcasts at Instagram and Facebook, and AfterschoolSPE3 on Twitter.
What robot pet starts out speaking a unique language but eventually speaks English? Gloopy? The fuck is a gloopy?